cleansing can do amazing things for you. And then I don't know where else to go from here, but to just let everyone know that.
What if I told you that one of the biggest stars in music history predicted her own death on camera? That she spent her final years on a spiritual quest so profound it would lead her halfway across the world, away from fame, fortune, and everything she'd ever known. Lisa Left Eye Lopes wasn't just the fire-spitting rapper of TLC, one of the best-selling girl groups of all time. She was a seeker, a soul searching for answers in a world that only saw her as a superstar. And what she discovered in those final years, it's haunting, beautiful, and will change the way you see life, death, and destiny forever. This is the untold spiritual journey of Left Eye. And trust me, you've never heard this story like this before. Let's rewind to the late 90s. TLC is everywhere. Waterfalls, no scrubs, unpretty. These aren't just songs, they're cultural moments. And Lisa Lopes, she's the wild child, the creative force, the one with the condom on her glasses, burning down mansions and speaking her mind without filter. But beneath all that chaos was someone searching. See, Lisa wasn't just acting out for attention, she was wrestling with something deeper. Fame had come fast, too fast, and with it came demons she never expected. In interviews from that era, you can see it in her eyes. She'd talk about feeling lost, feeling like she was living someone else's life. She had millions of fans, but felt alone. She had money, but felt empty. It's the paradox so many artists face. You get everything you thought you wanted, only to realize it's not enough. And that's when Lisa began what she called her spiritual awakening. She started reading everything. Philosophy, religion, metaphysics, astrology, numerology. She wasn't just dabbling, she was diving deep, searching for meaning beyond the materialism of the music industry. She became fascinated with the idea that we're all connected, that everything happens for a reason, that there are forces beyond what we can see guiding our paths. And this wasn't some celebrity phase. This was Lisa fundamentally questioning who she was and why she was here. She started keeping journals, pages and pages of thoughts, poetry, spiritual reflections. She talked about reincarnation, about past lives, about feeling like she'd been here before. Her bandmates would sometimes look at her sideways, like, "Girl, what are you talking about?" But Lisa didn't care. She was on a mission to find her truth. Now, here's where the story gets really interesting. Because Lisa's spiritual journey wasn't happening in isolation. She had connected with someone who understood exactly what she was going through. Tupac Shakur. Lisa and Pac had a deep friendship that most people don't know about. They weren't romantically involved, but they were spiritually aligned. Two souls navigating fame, searching for purpose, both feeling like they were meant for something greater than just entertainment. They'd have conversations that lasted hours, about life, death, legacy, and what it all means. Tupac was reading Machiavelli and revolutionary texts. Lisa was exploring Eastern philosophy and mysticism. Together, they were like two students in the school of life, comparing notes. And then Lisa did something extraordinary. She commissioned a piece of artwork for Tupac, a deeply spiritual piece that reflected both of their journeys. It was a painting of an Egyptian pharaoh, symbolizing royalty, power, but also ancient wisdom and the afterlife. The painting was Lisa's way of saying, "I see you." Not the rapper, not the controversial figure, but the soul beneath. She gave it to him as a gift, and Tupac treasured it. He understood the deeper meaning, that they were both tapping into something ancient, something eternal. And then, September 13th, 1996, Tupac died. Lisa was devastated, not just because she lost a friend, but because it felt like a sign, a warning. If someone as alive and vibrant as Pac could be taken in an instant, what did that mean for her own journey? This loss intensified Lisa's spiritual quest. She became even more obsessed with understanding death, the afterlife, and whether we have control over our destiny. She started asking questions that most of us are too afraid to ask. When is my time? How will I go? Is there a way to prepare? By the early 2000s, Lisa was having what she described as visions and premonitions. She told close friends that she felt like a spirit was following her. not in a scary way, more like a guardian or maybe a warning. She became deeply interested in numerology, especially the number 4. She saw it everywhere: dates, addresses, license plates, and she started to believe it meant something, that the universe was speaking to her in numbers. But here's where it gets chilling. Lisa started talking openly about her death, not in a morbid way, but in an accepting, almost peaceful way. She'd tell people, "I feel like my time is coming. I don't know when, but I can feel it." And then came Honduras. In 2002, Lisa made a decision that shocked everyone who knew her. She was going to leave the United States, leave the spotlight, the studio sessions, the celebrity life, and move to Honduras. A small village called Roma, to be exact. Why Honduras? Because Lisa was searching for authenticity. She was tired of the fake, superficial world of Hollywood. She wanted to reconnect with nature, with community, with purpose. She bought land there, started building a center for children, and immersed herself in the local culture. In Honduras, Lisa wasn't Left Eye from TLC. She was just Lisa, a woman helping local kids, exploring holistic healing, working with herbalists and spiritual guides. She was meditating, journaling, and documenting everything on camera. She called this her spiritual retreat, but it was more than that. It was her trying to answer the ultimate question, what is my purpose? And she was finding it. Not on stage, not in the studio, but in service to others. But Honduras also became the setting for something Lisa never expected, a fulfillment of the prophecy she'd been sensing. In April 2002, Lisa was driving through Honduras with a group of people. She was filming a documentary about her journey, about her spiritual transformation. The camera was rolling when it happened. A boy ran into the road, Lisa swerved, the car flipped, and just like that, at 30 years old, Lisa Left Eye Lopes was gone. But here's what makes this story even more profound. In the weeks leading up to the accident, Lisa had been talking about death constantly. She'd filmed herself saying things like, "Death is a beautiful thing. We shouldn't fear it. It's just a transition." In one haunting piece of footage, Lisa is driving and talking about how she feels a presence. She says something like, "I feel like the spirit is here. I don't know if it's coming for me or someone else, but it's here." She even mentioned seeing signs, the number 4 appearing again and again. Days before the accident, there was another car crash in Honduras. Lisa wasn't driving, but she was in the vehicle. No one was hurt, but Lisa said afterward, "I think that was a warning. The spirit is trying to tell me something." Did Lisa predict her own death? Or did her spiritual awareness simply allow her to sense what was coming? We'll never know for sure. But what we do know is that Lisa faced her end with the same courage and curiosity she brought to her entire spiritual journey. Her funeral was held in Atlanta and thousands showed up. Her TLC sisters, T-Boz and Chili, were devastated. They'd lost not just a bandmate, but a sister, a creative genius, a spiritual warrior. But Lisa's legacy didn't end with her death. Her documentary, The Last Days of Left Eye, was released posthumously. In it, you see a woman transformed. Not the wild child of the 90s, but a seeker who'd found peace. A soul who'd done the work. Lisa left behind journals, artwork, music, and wisdom. She showed us that it's okay to question everything. That fame and fortune mean nothing if you don't know yourself. That the spiritual journey is the most important journey we can take. She also left us with a profound truth. We're not promised tomorrow. Lisa lived her final years like someone who understood this. She chased meaning, not money. Connection, not clout. Truth, not trends. So what can we learn from Lisa Left Eye Lopes? I think it's this. Don't wait for a crisis to start asking the big questions. Don't wait for loss to appreciate life. Don't wait for death to start living. Lisa's spiritual journey wasn't perfect. She made mistakes, burned bridges, literally, and struggled publicly. But she was brave enough to seek, brave enough to question, brave enough to change. She went from the girl with condoms on her glasses to a woman meditating in the mountains of Honduras. From setting fires to building schools. From seeking fame to seeking truth. That's not just a glow-up, that's a soul evolution. And maybe, just maybe, that's what this whole life thing is about. Not the accolades or the achievements, but the journey inward. The quest to understand who we are, why we're here, and what happens when it's all over. She went from the girl with condoms on her glasses to a woman meditating in the mountains of Honduras. From setting fires to building schools. From seeking fame to seeking truth. That's not just a glow-up, that's a soul evolution. And maybe, just maybe, that's what this whole life thing is about. Not the accolades or the achievements, but the journey inward. The quest to understand who we are, why we're here, and what happens when it's all over. Lisa left eye. Lopes found her answers. She walked her path with courage, curiosity, and an open heart. And in doing so, she left us with a roadmap for our own spiritual journeys. Rest in power, Left Eye. You're still teaching us, still inspiring us, still reminding us to seek the truth, no matter where it leads. If this story moved you, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the icons we thought we knew. Drop a comment and tell me, what does spirituality mean to you? And what journey are you on right now? Let's talk about it. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, and keep living with purpose.